Now, I actually want to talk about the same thing I was just talking about earlier, about a few days ago, or at least today, anyway. Yeah. But uh, why people want to travel, and that's what the video was talking about also. And a few other things too. I'm gonna reach more on why people care when it comes to. Oh no, why people don't care when it comes to a child. Like, what I mean is, men and women. Disclaimer: kids, if you have kids, yeah, we're gonna be talking about lovemaking. Pineapples, not fully lovemaking, but you get the point. Um, with kids, uh, with your parents, do they hold hands, okay, they hold hands, and then they're like, oh, and then you popped out, okay, okay, you popped out. But other than that, when you go traveling with people, don't try to get in a relationship with someone if you are not absolutely sure and positive that you'll be in a long-term relationship with this person that'll end up married. Now, I'm not talking about the individuals that just love doing whatever they want to do. Excuse me. And do whatever they want to do, and make love to other women by holding their hands and doing other stuff that really makes no sense. Like taking a woman out on dates and dinner, and a whole bunch of stuff, and you're paying for everything, and then the woman says, "Well, I'm not gonna give you nothing." I'm like, but then you're like, wait, so I did all of this for months just to hear you say yes, and you say no. What the That's what women do too. Some women do this. They just like literally play with dudes' hearts and minds, just messing with them, just to say, "No, I don't like you. I just, I don't see anything going anywhere with you." I'm like, "Why the hoot are you playing with my heart there? You playing with my heart, my mind. It's like saying you don't want to get with me, but you want to get with my body." What the fuck? Makes no sense. But that's what some women do, and that's what some men do. Literally, that's what men do. And the women that do that, they always say, "Well, I've gotten this happen to me, so I'm gonna do it to other men." I'm like, not all men are the same. Besides, just because that one dude that you wanted to mess with was a bad boy, and you just wanted to have fun with that dude, don't put that on every dude. It's not cool. No, he wasn't ready. Pineapples. But literally, you don't do that. Men too, you don't do that either, because that literally messes up the women's mind, heart, just so they don't get anywhere with any dude or any right dude until they turn to a certain age, and then when they do, guess what? That certain age is already here and gone, and they are, how you say, without no kids, without no kids, right? And without anyone that they could say that they love. And when they do find that person that they love, that person is very, very old, and they get no chance whatsoever to be with that person because that person is extremely old, and they're old, like in their 60s or 40s, not 40s, 60s or 70s, and they can't have kids during that age. They have no kids, so they want kids, but they can't have any because they've messed around too much and start traveling everywhere around the world and thinking, oh, I can wait until I
stop traveling and have fun and make a whole lot of money, then have kids. I've seen women that literally do that. I've seen women that have done that. And they die alone with nobody. Men too. I've seen men that try to do that. They've died alone with nobody. Did well you know, they had friends, but they didn't have any kids. They didn't have any real relationships. And the person that they were, shunning and putting away was the one person that actually truly loved them and wanted to have kids with them, but their crazy selves were thinking, nah, I see on the other side of that bridge that I can make a whole lot of money. And when they get over there to the other side of that bridge, they realize they can't. That money is gone. That they are not able to make the money. Then they gotta make the trip back home and say, I made a mistake. How are you doing? Would you still like to go out with me? And that person that they are talking to, and when they ask them, would you like to go back out with me again? That person says, I would, but I'm already dating somebody else. And then you had the egg in your face because you were like, well, I'm here now. Why don't you want to talk to me right now? I'm here right now. But I'm like, I was here months ago, like literally months ago, and said, I'm here now. Talk to me. I was with you from the beginning to the end. I'm still with you, cool with you, but I'm not your man. I'm not your girl, kind of a thing. And I'm like, and you be like, they be wondering, well, why don't you like dump that person, come back with me? Why? What makes that person non-compatible with me or whoever, and you're compatible to that person? What makes that, what goes in your mind to think that that's okay? What goes in your mind to think that? Huh? What? Um, the one thing you'd be thinking, uh, see, what had happened was I was gonna go down there or up there and then come back and you'd be like, yeah, you're still here. Hey. But no, it didn't happen that way. Now, here's the upside to the situation. You're in another country, that person's in another country. You still talking to each other for bloody 5 years. You come together and that person wants you to come to this call the U.S. and the other one call it Brazil. You two want to come meet with each other and live with each other. The only thing is, one person is nervous, and the other person is somewhat nervous, but not that nervous actually. He just, they just don't show it. And you pretty much tell them, I have you. You good. Don't worry about anything. If you trust them, if you trust that person, and then when that person says they have you. 100%. They have you. It's going to take them time to make the money up, to get the money up, to, have you. But then again, you have the other person saying, the girl, let's call her girl, she's saying, I want to come to the U.S. without putting any burdens on you. Burdens? Putting any burdens on you, like putting any money in so you don't have to worry about spending a lot of money, a whole slew of other things. That kind of girl wants girls? Oh my god. Oh my god. The kind of girl you definitely want to be with. The one that you definitely want on your side. Because at the end of the day, you and her are, you see eye to eye. You literally see eye to eye. Because the reasons why I say that is because you tell her from the beginning you don't want no one, you don't want a person that you're going to be living with to use you for your money, because you've been used in the past by family, by friends, by girlfriends. So yeah, you don't want that. So you got to be very careful about about that, because there have been some guys that have been used by friends, family, and girlfriends, and they don't like it. And there's girls that have been used the same exact way, and they wouldn't like it either. So when you meet someone, explain that to them. And also, another thing too, kids and adults, when you are talking to somebody, explain to them everything about yourself, the good and the bad. Because I'm letting you know, if you explain yourself the good and the bad, if they don't understand, then they're not going to want to talk to you anymore. Literally. If they don't like you for you, then move on. Go to the next person. There's so many people out here to talk to. So many men, so many women to talk to. Go and move on. And then you will find the right person that actually wants to get to know you as a deeper person. Because when people come together, when first people start talking to each other, you don't actually see the true them, the true person that they are. Especially when you're young. When you are like 18 and younger, or 24 and younger, you don't show your true self out towards people. You try to hide. You slowly, when you slowly get older, you open up a little bit more, but you don't open up that much. But when you're a kid, a child, you try to hide a lot from the other person, and the other person has to find out after he or she is dating you for quite some time, or even during dates, they have to find these things out. And when they find these things out, either they like you for you, which means that they don't tell, when they find things out about you, they don't tell other people and make fun of you when you break up. They don't do that. They're cool with you throughout life. Facts. They are not going to try to make you look like a sad case of jello or gelatin. They're not going to make you look like that. If you have secrets, everyone has secrets. Everyone, when you are in a relationship, you indulge those secrets out. And when a person hears them, they are like, oh, okay, that's perfectly no big deal. When you're dating, and then you do the same thing, and that other person you're with, says, oh, that's not a big deal. And you just get used to it and start, building a relationship with that person, so to speak, that individual, and it grows and grows and grows. And then sometimes you may butt heads, like, nah. Not like, okay, not like this, but like, but, you get the point. You're going to start fighting, either using your mouth or little physical, attributes, which is wrong. Physically beating somebody up, woman or man, is wrong. But using your words, that, in a sense, is still wrong, because there can be some dudes and some women out there that can spit venom, like literal venom, and it just sits in your mind, sits in your heart, and you just fester and fester and fester, to where the point where you or the other person wants to come out and what, or that's also when it comes to the angry love making. Yeah, that's when it comes to that too. In case you may not know nothing about this, so no. But grown ass peoples, you do, let me know. Be careful about that, because that's where kids come along, come to being, and when that happens, you're really going to either hate each other even more, or you're going to grow apart from each other, or you're going to grow closer together. And I say one thing, no one is ready when it comes to having children. Nobody is ready when it comes to having children. But if you think you're going to make love to somebody and you're not going to have a child out of that, what kind of thought patterns do you have? Like, what makes you think you're not going to have a child out of lovemaking? That's what lovemaking is for, having pop out kids and creating kids. And that's why people do this without getting married. That's why your butts always having like, oh my god, now we have a child, now we have to get married, or we have to be closer together. That's the reason why. If you do not want that, be celibate. Yes, I'm saying it, be celibate. And don't be celibate after making love to somebody, because that doesn't make you a virgin anymore. That just makes you. Actually, I don't know what it makes you, because it doesn't make you a virgin. That means technically you're not celibate anymore. If you make love, that means you ain't celibate. But then again, celibate and being a virgin, two different things. You can be celibate and make love to somebody one day, and then the next day say, "Oh, I'm gonna be celibate." Literally just speaking words out, "I'm gonna be celibate," and then act and doing the action. And then after you meet someone else, you can break that celibacy and get back to doing it again with someone else. So, but being a virgin, you only get that once. You only get that one time. Anything to make love, that's gone. You can't get that back. And people may say, oh, you can get surgeries to get your thing. But then what about men? Huh? Women can get the surgery to make their tight. But men, we can't do that.
What we gonna do? Like, really? Be painful as I don't know what? We can't do that. So now,
that's a whole bunch of rubbish. Yes, I said rubbish. So, if you really want to be with someone, you fully get married to that person. I'm not saying get married at a young age. I'm saying wait until you two are truly ready and truly patient. Be patient, because I'm talking about children. Be patient. And kids are either like 17 and up, or 15 and up. Be patient. And don't get me wrong, if you got raped, that's a whole different story. Different subject. Whoever raped you, I hope they go to jail for life, man or woman. Yeah, there's something to say about that. So I just want to cut this short, since it's pretty long anyways. Love y'all, and we're gonna talk some more about some other stuff and do what we gotta do, because this is just becoming quite long. like subscribe, right? Hit that like button, hit the like button. And enjoy my things. I have other different videos on here, painting, comical stuff, and comical stuff, and a whole bunch of talks about anything, everything and anything. Doesn't matter what it is, I talk about it, and it makes no dang sense. Actually, it does make sense, but still. Yeah. Like and subscribe to the new age. Nah, I'm playing. No, just joking. Like, subscribe, though. Bam! Hit the like button. Yeah. I was supposed to like this, but it was like this. Yeah.